Our story starts at the Heavenly Arena, where a fierce battle between two rivals is happening. Dean rank number 2 and Nagi rank number 1. The battle commences with Dean rushing in at Nagi. Nagi reacts by launching a powerful fire-type spell at Dean. Dean swiftly bats it away. But that's not all. Nagi launches a multitude of ice spells at Dean. But to no avail. Dean uses a flash step move to get close to Nagi, piercing her in the chest. Combustion sword. Dean's left arm gets chopped off by Nagi's sudden attack. Here's our protagonist treating a webtoon. Thinking this fight is so predictable. He hates the scenario where the main character of the manhwa loses to the stronger character. He commented saying if this becomes the best comment, he'll fuck up that girl using combusting blade. A mysterious person took a liking to his comment. A girl walks up to our protagonist telling him to move his bag because she would like to sit next to him. He finds it awkward because he won't be able to act like his usual self. Seo-yoon, a classmate of our protagonist, she's very popular in the class. Hold on to this for me. She hands him a pack of cigarettes, telling him to hold on to it for her, as she has already been caught with it and doesn't want it to happen again. He asks her why I should hold on to it for you. She replies because we are friends. Leaving him stunned. He decided to take it. 20 likes. He is very nervous holding on to something like this. He wonders what's a high school girl doing with a pack of cigs in the first place. It seems the webtoon is very popular among the class since everyone is talking about it. He thinks about giving her the cigs now, but he is nervous. So, he decided to put it on her desk lunchtime. He walks up to his chatting classmates trying to lighten the mood. They ignore him, it's like he wasn't even present. He wonders. What's with this cold reaction? He thinks about it, saying he was the one that butted in the conversation. So, this reaction is quite normal. What a weirdo, shocked by Seo-yoon's attitude towards him. A classmate tried asking if anyone is close with Seo Jin-ho. Everyone replied saying no. I must say his attitude definitely says a lot about his face. He asks hey Seo-yoon if he knows Seo Jin-ho. She replies no, shocking our protagonist again. It seems calling him a weirdo wasn't enough for her. If I was him, I would slap those cigs she gave me right in her face. That's beside the point. Back to the story. Hess at practice thinking about what just happened. He thinks about how embarrassing that was for him. He should have stayed put. Suddenly a ball flies coming towards his direction. Another player on the field tried warning him. Very angry and pissed off at the situation. With Hey Seo-yoon. He gets ready to take out his anger and frustration on the ball. But he suddenly misses. The other team scored. Leaving Seo Jin surprised. This ogre-looking dude angrily approached him thinking he was speaking to him. He tried to apologize, but he just walked past him. Ignoring him once again. Leaving Seo Jin. Surprise. 67 likes. Seo Jin did something great and flushed the pack of cigs that she gave him. Sitting down on the toilet reading the webtoon, he thinks. Hess so lame, skipping PE and taking a dump in the bathroom is so lame. Some of his classmates walks in, he tried hiding, doesn't want to get caught. Someone with blonde hair walks up to his door calling him pathetic. Making him even more frustrating, despising the fact the main character loses to a stronger enemy. Because losing in real life is enough. 99 likes. 2769 likes. Back at the arena, the spectators are enjoying themselves except for one particular person. Hess not enjoying it because there wasn't any twist, the outcome remains the same. Nagi wins once again. Another spectator replies telling him there was a twist. Dean manages to penetrate Nagi domain. Which is the first time in history. Absolute domain. Nagi's signature move. Then suddenly a burst of lightning appears out of nowhere, penetrating Nagi domain like it was nothing. Shocking everyone, even Dean putting his accomplishment in the dirt. Seo Jin wonders where he is. He was just in the bathroom a second ago. No, he is in a coliseum. He looks around his surroundings. Seeing a familiar face, it's Nagi. She asks him to identify himself. Seo Jin starts acting cocky with a smile on his face, thinking this might be a lucid dream. Dean shocked that Seo Jin is fine after entering Nagi absolute domain. Suddenly, Nagi gets ready to attack Seo Jin with what it seems to be a gust of wind. Nagi thinks Seo Jin has entered her domain to challenge her to a duel. Deans feel angry because Nagi didn't draw her sword against him. Seeing it as a sign of weakness. Dean thinks Seo Jin has to be very strong being able to enter Nagi domain. Wondering how strong he is. Seo Jin quickly tried to apologize to Nagi. But he quickly decided not to back down. And face her. Carelessly rushing in at Nagi. Dean wonders what is he doing. Seo Jin explained why he rushed in at Nagi so carelessly. thinking she doesn't have the intention of harming him, thinking she just wanted to scare him a bit. But Seal Jin is going to learn that not all people are the same. Seal Jin was struck down by Nagi with no hesitation whatsoever, putting a shock on everyone's face. The winner has been decided. Nagi won. A mysterious person surprise of the outcome of the battle. It seems this is not the end of our protagonist Seal Jin. Because it seems someone has some plans for him. Seal Jin woke up in what it seems to be water. Typical protagonist style. He sees a light shining towards him, bringing him to a mysterious place. A voice shouts telling Seal Jin to wake up. A mysterious girl with blonde hair stands before Seal Jin. She has no class nor rank. Confused of the situation, he asks, "Where am I?" She angrily grabs him by the throat. It looks like he isn't allowed to ask question. As she was about to end his life again, someone told her to stop. And here is where we finally meet this mysterious blonde hair person. He decided to choose Seal Jin as his player. Confused by what he means, he replied by saying, "Wasn't it the title of the webtoon?" Seal Jin, still confused, he decided to explain it to him. Heavenly Arena Terrarium. Filled with endless gold and treasures. And those who climb the tower are called player. Still confused at the situation. It looks like the one who summoned Seal Jin to this place is trying to send him and this blonde hair girl to become a player. They both disagree, not wanting to work with one another. They had no choice, and this is where we heard the name of our new friend Excalibur. She is a legendary sword with a hot temper. They're teleported, landing safely. Excalibur appearance has changed significantly. Never mind, I take that back, they didn't land safely. The god of this world purposely landed them in a bandit's hideout. For his entertainment. Suddenly they were attacked by bandits. Seal Jin asks, "Who are you guys?" They're a group of bandits called the Red Hood. They start fighting again, trying to capture Seal Jin and Excalibur. She transformed in her Excalibur form. But at her current state she can't use her full power. Ego Sword are swords with a soul. They grow more powerful as their master grows. With endless possibilities. But right now, she is weak because of Seal Jin. Powerless Seal Jin thinks about running away. But Excalibur isn't having any of that. With the little power of God she has left, she decided to fight, scaring the bandits. Excalibur ready to launch an attack. But before that, God decided to take back what little power she had left. Shock at the situation. Excalibur tried to apologize. But the bandits are not having it. Seal Jin wonders what's going on with Excalibur power. He thinks about not running away. But quickly changes his mind once he saw the glare of the bandits. Seal Jin ran like a coward. He thinks he will just be in her way. Remembering about his high school experience. How he kept running away, but a voice spoke to him calling him pathetic once again. We get back to Excalibur on the floor and beaten up. Ready to finish her. Seal Jin jumps in the way, taking the hit head on. Excalibur scolds Seal Jin for coming back. Seal Jin responds. Can't a dumbass like me do something like this? Touched by Seal Jin words. Excalibur decides to work together one more time. An enormous wave of energy emitted from both Seal Jin and Excalibur. His power is compared to Nagi, the #1 ranker. Seal Jin appears, both his power and Excalibur changes significantly. The battle begins. The bandits' leader gets ready to fight, not backing down. He punches the ground, making a crater. Then he tossed a giant rock from the ground at Seal Jin. He gets ready to counter, splitting the boulder in two, taking out the bandits with his attack. Seal Jin finally did it, he successfully defeated the bandits. The god of this world is excited of his new player's accomplishment. He is planning something. What could these new candidates be? The story continues. Excalibur tried getting a ride from an old geezer. He sees her wearing the bandit's cloak, thinking she is a part of the Red Hood. While dragging Seal Jin by his head, making it seem even more suspicious. Scared, he gives her a ride, not wanting any problems. On the road, Excalibur is concerned about Seal Jin's condition. She punched Seal Jin in the stomach. He finally wakes up, not remembering anything that happened previously. Excalibur wonders how a mere human could wield so much of my power. Was it just luck? We finally saw what happened after Seal Jin launched that powerful attack. Even in the midst of battle, he didn't kill his opponents. Back to Excalibur and Seal Jin. Seal Jin thanks Excalibur for putting her trust into him. They finally made it to the village of entry. Seal Jin wonders what is he going to do to make money in this new world. But Excalibur already thought about it, and so she stole all the bandits' gold coins. But there's a twist. The old geezer reported both Seal Jin and Excalibur for threatening him. Seal Jin and Excalibur have a funny back and forth with one another. Because of the cloak Excalibur is wearing, the officers think they are a part of the Red Hood. They're arrested by the officers. Who is this mysterious person above? Like for part 2. Before I end the video, I want to apologize for some of the translation error. I'm getting better at translating, and I hope my translation is not that bad. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.